Hey everybody, Hallie here. Today I'm here to give you my very first impressions of Black Ops 6 Zombies. I was able to play about 30 minutes of Black Ops 6 Zombies, about 15 minutes or so on Liberty Falls, about 15 minutes or so on Terminus Island, and I'm here to give you all my thoughts today. So I'm going to jump first into Liberty Falls. We have two maps, of course, releasing, the Liberty Falls and Terminus Island, and Liberty Falls is very much the more friendly, like noob-friendly map, I would say. This map reminded me a lot of Town from Black Ops 2, if any of you have played that. It almost feels like Town 2, like if Treyarch made a sequel to Town. So that's pretty high praise, and I think it deserves it. Liberty Falls has a very unique aesthetic. It's very sunny. I never really understood the criticism of like the marketing or whatever, but I think Liberty Falls feels good as a zombies map, and what I got to play, it feels solid. It feels like a traditional zombies map. It does feel like a Cold War zombies map as compared to like an original Black Ops 2 zombies map. And for those of you who haven't played Cold War zombies in a little bit, like myself, there's some very unique aspect of the new era of zombies that is important to take note of. For instance, in this new engine of zombies, zombies are going to be dropping weapons as well as people on Terminus Island, which is really interesting and I can't wait to talk about. There's also score streaks and kill streaks. But you get those from like the mystery box. You don't get them from like killing zombies, I don't think. I don't know, maybe you're able to purchase them. But I got a Hellstorm missile from the mystery box, so that's just something that's going to show up, and I like personally. Additionally, armor is in zombies. That means that it's essentially just an armor system. It's similar to Call of Duty Cold War. It's pretty much the exact same thing, except this time you have armor plates. It does the same thing though. You're basically just able to refill them on the move, which is very welcome. And I gotta say, speaking of movement, PhD Flopper is in this game, Omni Movement is in this game. It feels great. I gotta say, this new era, I hope that we get this type of Omni Movement going forward, at least in Treyarch games. I feel like it works fantastic in the more arcadey style of Treyarch games. It feels great. Movement feels great. You're able to jump on top of like cars and stuff. Basically anything that you think you could jump on or jump over, you're able to do so. And it's fantastic. It feels very fluid. So Liberty Falls is the more simplistic map. I gotta say, I only got to round 10, so maybe it gets more complex, but I was able to get to Pack-a-Punch on both of these maps within about 10 minutes. So it's not, overly complex. You're able to get to Pack-a-Punch quite quickly on these maps. By about, I would say, round 9 or 8, you'll have Pack-a-Punch unlocked on both Liberty Falls and Terminus Island. It's also nice because there's guides telling you what to do. So it's not really complicated. It's very friendly to new players, and I think new players will have a great time on Liberty Falls, but I think new players also will have a great time on Terminus Island, which is our second map for Black Ops 6. Terminus Island is definitely a little bit more complex than Liberty Falls. Right away, when I launched up Terminus Island, I noticed that this is like Origins. You're filling up generators in order to get power in certain areas, and then ultimately in order to unlock Pack-a-Punch, which was super cool. I would imagine that there's an Easter egg on Terminus Island and Liberty Falls. I'm really not sure. Don't quote me on that. But I don't know. I think both maps fit, a nice aesthetic. Terminus Island is a little bit more grungy and grimy and like rainy and cold, whereas Liberty Falls is pretty much the opposite of that. It's sunny, nice. I think that they have a good balance of zombies maps. Additionally, with Terminus Island, one thing I got to absolutely praise, and I have never seen this in a zombies map before, is how vertical this map is. It almost reminded me of Die Rise. However, when you think you would die, like there's a moment in this gameplay where I jump off a bridge and I thought I was gonna die, but you end up landing in water and it's a whole other section of the map. And I just gotta say, that is so cool. It is so cool. I'm so excited to see what the training routes are for this map, like where people kite zombies and whatnot. I'm super excited, and it feels fantastic. Terminus Island, both Terminus Island and Liberty Falls have exfil options, so that means at round 10, and I believe every 5 rounds or every 10 rounds, you're able to exfil. And essentially exfilling just ends the game and you get a little bit more XP, which is pretty sweet. So that's just important to keep note of. And another awesome addition that we have never seen in zombies before is the option to save a game. That's right. you are able to save your zombies rounds. So let's say you get to... Infamously, I have done streams where I went to round 100 myself on Horizon Track, and the thing with going for long, high rounds is it's very time consuming. And I have wanted a pause feature forever, or like a save function, and we are finally getting that. So, and I guarantee you in Black Ops 6 we are going to see insane high rounds. Like, people are going to be getting high rounds we probably didn't even think imaginable due to the save function, which is really sweet. So, you know, or maybe you and your buddies, you know, got work the next day and you want to pause your high round and save it. You can do that. So it's just a super cool option. I gotta really applaud Treyarch for adding a save function. That is just super cool. And hey, if you don't like it, don't use it. Like, yeah, I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to save scum. I would imagine you wouldn't be able to. I think it would just end whenever you die. But don't quote me on that. I didn't try the save functionality myself, but it's so cool that it's there for the people who want to use it. And hey, if you don't want to use it, you don't have to. It's just so nice. It's so convenient. It feels so fluid. Great job, Treyarch. I mean, seriously, fantastic job. I also want to talk about the XP and weapon leveling in the zombies specifically. So I played about 30 minutes and I got to level 5. So if you do the math, that's about a level every 6 minutes, which, again, I'm very low level. Like, zombies was the very first thing I played. I love zombies to my core, so it was the first thing I played. So I don't know how it compares to multiplayer. I will be making a video on my first impressions of multiplayer and comparing both multiplayer and zombies, and maybe campaign eventually. So if you're interested in more Black Ops 6 content, be sure to subscribe. It really does mean the world to me. I'm going to be posting and grinding out this game a ton, so if you want to see some solid Black Ops 6 content, be sure to drop a subscribe and like. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope you have a great time playing Black Ops 6. Let me know what you guys think of it down in the comments below, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.